Hello and welcome to today's Vlogmas. This one's a little bit different. By the way, my name is Patricia and welcome to my channel. This one is a little bit different as this is a precursor to what I'm making, which is these Christmas cards. And I want to let you know that this is going to be a short video because I am in the middle of Christmas cards. And one thing is, this is what the final product looks like. Complete with this. And it's very simple, very easy if you don't have a janky computer. Story time. The computer that I'm recording on right here, where I bought it in 2014 and it's almost 2020. So guess what that means? By computer standards, this is an old little booger. That's about it. I just had an incident with my Cricut maker. Let me explain a little bit about what a Cricut maker is for those of you who don't know. It is an electronic cutting machine, and you have cutting machines like Cricut. You have, and they have older machines, but the current ones are the Cricut Maker and the Explorer Air 2. I have the oldest of the Explorer family, which is basically you stick a little Bluetooth module in there, and that's how I connect to the computer with it. The Cricut Maker has an automatic thing inside of it that connects it, and I'll get back to that more in a moment. Right now, there's also silhouettes. I know of some people who they swear by the silhouette. One day I might try it. Right now, I love my Cricut. I like how it connects and stuff like that. And for that, you have the Cameo, and I think it's Portfolio. I'm not very familiar with those. And then you have the Brother Scan and Cut, and one other that I can't think of right now. But anyway, like I said, I have the Cricut Maker, and maybe before the Vlogmas is up, I'll show you what it looks like. In the meantime, there are plenty of people who do Cricut videos, and believe you me, you will know them when you'll see them, because it'll be on the title, either right in here or up there somewhere on their sites. And yeah, but anyway, I had an incident where Windows 10 updated and kicked out my Bluetooth for the Cricut Maker and the Cricut Explorer. Glad that it didn't kick out the Bluetooth for my printer, or else it would be really a mess. But anyway, it kicked that out. No matter what I did or what I do to it, then I cannot get it to cut. Got mad, got frustrated, went on to one of my Cricut groups that I frequent on Facebook, and I did everything that everybody asked me to do. I restarted the computer, I updated the firmware, I updated everything. I even manually kicked both machines out of my Bluetooth range. and it was working for a while, but the one little error that it kept on saying, it was that it was a 10 error, talking about it couldn't read it, and after I did all that, then I got a minus 21, which says to clear your cache, clear your cookies, clear your everything that's in Google Chrome. I did that. Went into Explore Edge, and same thing. So I think it's this computer, because nothing I do can, I'm just in awe that 5 to 10 minutes before this incident, I was printing the inside, this little part, by doing the same thing I was doing with the wreath and the Merry Christmas. Yeah. I'm laughing and crying because at the same time, because like I said, I went on to my iPad, which I have the app on there, and within 10 minutes I had 10 of these things. Who knew? But anyway, the rest of the time that I talk, I might as well be putting these things on here. So how's everybody been doing? Okay, that's what I have to ask. Also, when I made my last comment in Cricket in Facebook, not Cricket, in Facebook, I said maybe it's time for me to get a new desktop. I already have a laptop, and I know some of you out there are going to say just stick with the laptop. But I want to make sure that I keep up with all devices, because there's going to be times where I just want to sit at my desk like I'm doing now and just work and pull up stuff on my computer. And then there are times where I'm going to want to go out elsewhere. Before I got the laptop, which I feel like I'm sort of late in the game, I somewhat, did not have a laptop. I used my iPad for most of it, and most of the things that I needed to do online when I was out. And ooh, am I shiny? Yikes! I am shiny when I put my face up against that light. So excuse the shininess on that. But anyway, what I was saying is I'm a little bit late to game, maybe about 5 years late, but that's okay. Better late than never. I am not giving up the desktop idea. As a matter of fact, I am getting another one, which this one that I'm recording on right now is a desktop, and it's all-in-one computer, and I fell in love with it. And so this is probably about my third Dell, and I think I'm gonna stick with the Dell desktops, even though my laptop is a HP, Hewlett Packard, and Hewlett Packards are okay. I decided that I was going to change up for a moment, but I really do like Dells. Do I have plans on ever getting a Mac? No. But yet, I managed to get an iPad. I think for the iPad, I just wanted to jump on the game and see what iPads were all about, and got hooked. So, I don't like to talk about my equipment too much. But anyway, let's see, what else I want to do. because this is getting a little long. Let's see. No. Oh, okay. What else I wanted to talk about? I had a failed Vlogmas vlog. The one that is supposed to be before this one, I decided to re-record it and put it on another day. So this is actually the first one after the weekend that you're seeing. And technically it's supposed to be day 8, I believe it is. And yeah. And I just realized that there are probably dishes back there, so ignore that part. But anyway, so I am re-recording that because I can have a better surface as to showing you what I was achieving, which is to set up my 2020 planning stuff. I am finished. Hopefully I'm finished buying that stuff. I have, let's see, I have about 4 planners. Yeah, about 4 planners that I will be using within the year. Just to give you a heads up of whenever I decide to upload that, film and upload that video. I have the regular Erin Condren Life Planner. I have the monthly Life Planner that will be used for budget, and I have the Good to Go Planner, Folio. Actually, that's what it's called. And that will be used for whatever notes I want to put in there, maybe even grocery list or 2, but mostly for bullet journaling. I do want to try that a little bit this year. And let's see, and the binder, which is a continuation. It's the only one that's continuing from July of 2019. I got that to see if I like the 18-month planner. That's right there. And so, yeah, that's about it. I am almost done with this one, and the reason why is the last one I have a different one. It's the same design, but I need to do something to it, and I will show you in just a moment. I will be glad when I get the overhead, the stuff that allows me to shoot overhead. Life got in the way, plus it's a matter of ordering it, so, which shouldn't be hard. All I have to do is just go to Amazon and order this little thing. And that should be about it. So this is card number 9. Now for card number 10, it's a little bit different. It's still going to have the same inside. And it's hard for me to take a look at that, because I got a notification in the corner. But this, and as you can see, this one's a little different because I was testing to see why my computer was doing the most. And yeah, this one requires a little bit of a technique. I'm trying something new. These are watercolors, and so it requires black and white. Requires a black and white image, your watercolors, And this watercolor set comes, which is called Master, I'm looking at it, is Mr. Fine? What is this? What is this brand? From Hobby Lobby. Ah, Master's Touch. Don't, never mind. Anyway. And it requires this. This brush set, it comes with a brush and a tube of white paint. I'm just gonna go with this thing, which I call an aqua brush. For those of you who don't know what this is, I showed you the ones that I previewed last week that I got in my haul. This is the older one. I found it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to use the other ones. It just means that they're now on reserve in case I lose this one. But anyway, and all you do is just take your brush and you wet it up as though you have a thing of water. So let's see. So I got that. I got this. And I got something that painters also use, which is one of these things. I also got this last week. In case you're wondering, yes, those were part of my haul. So let me get started in that one. And it's still kind of moist. So the idea here is to make this look like the other ones, and I'm not an expert painter in this, so let me see how I want to do this. Let's see. I'm taking a little bit of the lighter green. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm taking a little bit of the lighter green and I'm smooshing it around. And let's see how this is. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. So I'm painting the leaves kind of like a light green. Sure, like that. And it's a little much, but let's see. I don't know how to shade with watercolors yet, and the idea here is just to make things look. I'm trying to get the water. I'm laughing at myself here because let me try this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, so I'm taking a darker green. Scrapbooker meets watercolors. Yes, I started out being a scrapbooker, and yeah, let's see. I started out being a scrapbooker, and when you start one craft, if you notice your pattern, then you try others. And actually, I started crafting when I was 6 years old. somebody introduced knitting and crocheting. A friend of the family introduced me to knitting, and my grandmother, my father's mother, introduced me to the world of crocheting. My maternal grandmother crocheted a little bit, but she was more into quilting than scrapbooking. So, and everybody who knows somebody has that one grandmother who is into crafting. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but back in their day, there was no such thing as the internet and anything that was a little bit towards the expensive area. So, yeah. So I'm lightly doing this. And it looks pretty good. I'm still laughing because, yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'll show you in just a moment what I'm doing. And this may not all be shown in here, but if you can see here, it's coming together a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, because I'm getting on to 23 minutes. And you always wonder why I worry about the time, because I feel like that I want to give you as much content as possible that's food for thought, more or less. Instead of, oh, she's sitting here rambling, let me go to another video type situation. Because I know I am that type of person, that if you are not giving me enough content for me to at least sit down and listen to you for about a few minutes, I will leave and everything. But anyway, let's see. We'll get some berries in here. So I'm taking a little bit, I think it's magenta. I'm taking a little bit of magenta. I don't know what this thing is doing. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here we go. Thank you. Let's see. This is cute. So the other reason why I bought the whole situation of the watercolors is because I started doing watercoloring, digital watercoloring in Photoshop. And I thought I can easily do this if I got some watercolors. So yeah, that's made me start looking around for some watercolors and stuff. So just about done with that section. And the part that I showed you, this is a 24 color set, and I only showed you about 12 of them. But trust me, there's others that are in there. And now that I did that, see, there you go. And I now understand why some people do have overhead shots, because this is a pain. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pain. Let's see. I'm going to have to clean that in a minute. Let's see. What do I want? Something in the brown family. So, for the things that look kind of like pine cones, I'm going to see if I can do this. And by the way, all these cards that I'm doing, they will either A, be going up on my shop, or they will be for my mother to give as cards, Christmas cards. But if you ever like, ooh, okay, that's a little bit too much. But if you ever want anything like this, just let me know. I will have, hopefully that information is in the description and how to get in touch with me. I have a website that I'm working on and have been working on for the past year or so. But again, like I always say, life gets in the way. So, let's see. So, there you go. And actually on the other ones, they're a darker color, but if you can make out, that looks like. And by the way, the letters are black, so I'm going to keep them black and little. And like I said, one day I will learn how to shade and everything, but this is a quick job, so hopefully that'll work. And there we go. So now the last part is to put some what do you call them? Pop dots. I can't think of it. Pop dots on here. And usually I cut them in half, but I'm in a hurry, so I'll just go ahead and do that. We'll just take the backs off of these, and tip. These are from the Dollar Tree, and they work just as well as the ones from your Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, anything that's online and that sort of thing. I have not had one single solitary item come off, and it's the Jot brand, in case you're wondering too. And there, it's a little different, but so be it. And ooh, in the heck, on the back. I don't want that. There. But again, that's that. And I got one other thing to show you, and then we're off. There we go. And I promise you, we're recording. I mentioned last time that I made a boo-boo. But I made these earlier, and it did do exactly what it was supposed to do, which was to print, then cut. That's why I don't understand why it did what it did. But and the inside it just says joy at Christmas time. And basically, in this, by the way, was written entirely in marker, the Cricut markers. And this was a little saying I saw online. And since I'm not selling it, I think I'm not going to say that, because this might be a legal matter in which I'm not allowed to disclose. So, that's it for this version of Vlogmas. I will be looking at this, and I will be putting these in there. And I will be coming back to you tomorrow with another card, hopefully. And so with that, I will let you go, get some rest this evening when I'm recording this. So you know what's coming. If you like or subscribe and like these type of videos, click the like button. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you want to see what's coming next, then just hit the notification bell and I will let you know. And in case any children under 18 are watching, this is not adult humor, but well, please do not watch. Because this video is not intended for children. So until then, be well and God bless.